Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Today we are coming back to an old favorite, the Rakdos Joins Up Abuelos and Hulking Metamorph combo. I made a video of this when Rakdos Joins Up first was legal with Outlaws of Thunder Junction. This 3-card infinite damage combo. You can go back and watch the original, but if not, if you don't know how this works, this is sort of an updated version of it. Some of the cards that were in that original version have rotated now from standard, so I thought I could try to update the deck and see how it might do in the current standard metagame. See if the combo still works. All 4 or 3 of these pieces are legal still, so Abuelos, Rakdos Joins Up, and the Metamorphs are all still legal. Just the enablers have changed slightly. So that's kind of the update here. So definitely still a workable combo. If you don't know how this works, let me just explain it to you briefly. Rakdos Joins Up is an interesting enchantment, a legendary enchantment for 5 mana, and when it enters, you return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. And whenever a legendary creature you control dies, it deals damage equal to that creature's power to target opponent. Now, what we're trying to do is have this Rakdos Joins Up and the Hulking Metamorph. Hulking Metamorph is a creature. You can prototype it for 4, you can cast it for 9. It doesn't really matter, but most importantly, it comes into play as a copy of a creature you control, except it's an artifact, and it has the power of Hulking Metamorph, so it gains the power of it. Abuelos says that it's a 4-mana sorcery that returns an artifact or enchantment from your graveyard to the battlefield with X additional +1/+1 counters on it, and it's a 1/1 spirit with flying in addition to its other types. So essentially, you're targeting Rakdos Joins Up to make Rakdos Joins Up come into play as a 1/1 spirit. Now that then triggers the Rakdos Joins Up to return a creature that is in your graveyard. If you have the Hulking Metamorph can come back into play and then copy the 1/1 spirit Rakdos Joins Up. Now that will trigger the legendary rule because Rakdos Joins Up is a legend. So you want to keep the original one, the 1/1 flyer, typically, unless it has counters. It could be a 2/2 or 3/3. But you keep the 1/1, and then the Metamorph will die. However, when the Metamorph comes into play as a copy of it, it also triggers the return a creature ability as well. So then you return the Metamorph that just died again back to play. And so you can do that infinitely over and over again. Each loop you are doing 18 damage to your opponent. So you really don't have to do this a couple times. Maybe just once to do lethal damage, but because it does damage, it does 9 damage each time because it's a 7/7 plus the counters. It's 9 damage each time, so 18 per loop, and you could do it infinite times. It does infinite damage essentially. So take a look at the games if that is confusing to you, but believe me, the combo works. It is a little fragile, of course, to removal, but it is an instant win for 4 mana if you have Abuelos in hand in these 2 in the graveyard. So how are we going to set this all up? We lost a few cards. There was a few blue Surveil cards from the old standard, but we still have Chart a Course, which is a 2-mana sorcery, draw 2, discard a card, unless you attacked. We got the Fallaji Archaeologist, which mills us for 3, and then you can put a non-creature, non-land card from them. Founding, which is a pretty key card here. Founding the Third Path, which is a saga, lets you cast any of our 1 or 2 mana sorcery cards. So the Chart a Course, Moment of Truth, or the Free from Fae from the Picklock Prankster. So it lets us cast something for free. Then we can mill ourselves for 4, and then it can also let us recast another instant or sorcery from our graveyard. So this is really good at filling up the graveyard, getting our pieces into the graveyard that we need, and then casting either another one of these cards or the Abuelos itself with a flashback on it. Moment of Truth is a nice new addition here, which is a 2-mana instant. It says look at the top 3 cards. You can put 1 of them into your hand, 1 into the graveyard, 1 into your library. So that kind of helps you fill your graveyard with the cards you want and potentially find the Abuelos and put it in your hand. And then Picklock Prankster is a pretty good key card here. The adventure side, the instant, you can mill 4, then you put an instant sorcerer fairy from among them into your hand, and then you can also cast it as a 1/3 Flying Vigilance for a blocker, or just kind of a diversion, something to have them use their removal on, which is important, that they don't have any removal held up when you go off. So the Prankster is important in that regard. So we also have the Great Door here, which is just a 3-mana artifact that you can tap to draw a card and discard a card, not really using it for its other ability. I suppose you could, in theory, maybe 4 or more permanent types. So we have artifact, enchantment, land, and creature. So you could technically do this, but I don't know if you really need to use its flip ability here. Mostly just to draw and discard every turn. The Ephara's Dispersal I thought would be useful. There's so many like sort of aggressive pump your own creature like mono red decks and standard that are very popular now in best of one. So if they kind of like commit to pumping their guy, you can just tap 1 mana, 1 blue to return their to their hand, and then the Surveil I thought would be pretty useful as well in this deck because again you're really just trying to fill up the graveyard with the Rakdos Joins Up, the Hulking Metamorph, and then cast Abuelo. So anything with Surveil is pretty good. And then Temporary Lockdown again just as a nod to a lot of aggro decks. A very cheap sweeper, and it doesn't really do much against our own cards because you can exile our Archaeologist. Sometimes the Founding or the Fairy here could be exiled, but for the most part, this is just exiling all our opponent's stuff if they're an aggressive deck, and that's pretty powerful. So that is the deck in a nutshell. I added some Surveil lands here, because Surveil, again, is pretty useful with this deck to, if any of these are on top, you can just put it right into the graveyard, and also just kind of smoothing out your draws, finding lands if you need to, finding discard spells, finding whatever you need. So it helps smooth out the draws as well. So that's essentially the 3-card combo, infinite damage, Abuelo's Rakdos Joins Up deck, updated for the new Bloomburrow standard. Let's jump into some games, see it in action, see if we can still get some wins with this pretty cool combo. Alright, updated Abuelo's combo here on the play. This hand looks decent. You can probably find some more lands here with the Founding. So, there's a land off the top. So let's start with Founding here. And start with 1. Cast a moment. Okay, one of these cards into my hand. Do we want to just another land or Prankster? Have the 3rd land in this. I think we want the Prankster for more milling. I think so. 1 goes to the grave. Doesn't really matter. And 1 at the library. Okay. So this will mill us for more here. Okay, it looks like we're up against a green-white something or other. Okay, another Founding is decent. Looks like we got both the Metamorph and Rakdos Joins Up, so we just need another land here, which is a good thing. So I think I want to cast the Founding and the Prankster. Or should I just go for the... Maybe I'll just go for the door here, actually. Because we just need another land. So we'll just put anything that isn't a land in there and try to find it off the top with this. I think that's a little better here. Okay, and pass. So yeah, we got set up for next turn if... Yeah, they tap out. Sure. Use this. Not a land, though. Don't really... Well... We ditch the Archaeologist here. Okay. To be careful what I ask for. So we have to exile something. Don't think we're going to cast it. I think we're going to dig for an untapped land and go for it here. If we draw it, nope, didn't. Okay, another founding. Don't need that. Play. Go ahead and play the founding on 1 again. And cast. And return. So now we got a lot of Abuelos, just in case the first one misses. Guess we'll just go for it. And there's another Metamorph, just in case we need more in the graveyard. Okay, let's see if they have any interaction for this. Unfortunate with the tap land there, but we'll see. They've got buried. Okay, that doesn't do it, so this should be a win here. Abuelos. And target. Rakdos Joins Up. Which then targets the Metamorph. Copy. Choose one to keep. And 18. And to do it again. And they're dead. Alright. Nice. On to the next one. Alright. Abuelo's combo. Rakdos Joins Up combo. His hand is decent. I got a Moment of Truth on 2. Need to find a way to discard these. Or just play them out, I guess, as some guys. So let's lead with a tap land here. And Archaeologist. Not sure if that's what we want. I think I'll put that in the bin. We're looking for a way to discard these Metamorphs and find something else useful. So we'll just hold up the Moment Truth here. We can take down the beans with the lockdown. It might be worth it. Return Moment. And 1 in my hand. So Chart a Course is what we want. And then these other 2 doesn't matter too much. Chart a Course will let us discard the Metamorph. Question is, do we go for the lockdown on the beans here? It's not really threatening anything right now, but I'm not sure. Well, let's see what's on top with the Hidden Grotto. The Prankster is fine. I think that's a good draw, actually. And then cast the Chart a Course. And put a Metamorph in here. Okay, Herd Migration. Interesting. Okay. Herd Migration, but they're 2 color. We can just play a Metamorph. This is an instant. I do want to see what we hit with this, so let's do this. Okay, found another one. I think we'll just hold that up. And, yeah, just hold this up. Pass. So, I got a bounce spell, but it's not doing much. Okay, ramping. Something. Okay, so I do have Swamp. Alright, go for Breathe the Fae here. Okay, found a Moment. Alright, so nothing really that we want to copy. Again, we could take down this Up the Beanstalk. I don't dislike that idea. And hold up Moment. I think we'll just go for that. So use the colorless here. Doesn't look like they have anything other targets for this, so this is fine. They ramp. Just don't want them to draw any extra cards. If we can prevent it. So, worth it. And hold up moment. Okay. So, some sort of 5-color or something. We do have all their colors now. Not playing anything. Okay, going for this. See if we can find our pieces here. We did, okay. In our hand, Abuelos, into the graveyard, Rakdos Joins Up, into the library. Alright, that's a good moment there. Literally. Okay. So I think we just go for it. I don't know if there's any reason to not go for it here. And if we do make X, we'll just try to think. They don't have any blue mana up. Although you can't really counterspell this. They could have something that like does 2 damage to something, so that would be the reason to put counters on it. Make it a 3/3. Let's try it. I'm not gonna go for it, so. Okay, that resolved. Alright, well, this is working. Keep the original. 9 damage and 9 damage, and return this. Yep. Keep the original. I guess we kind of want to stack the damage first. Yep. Yep. And keep the original, and yep. Alright, well, got there. On to the next one. Alright, Abuelos, Rakdos Joins Up combo on the play. Oh, this hand would be really good if it had another land in it. Got 2 of our pieces in discard, so I think we keep. We'll give it a shot. Let's see what we're up against. But definitely need to hit our 3rd land. And just lead with the wastes here. The old blue-white Rakdos Joins Up. There's a land, okay. Okay, so I think we're just going to play out the Matzalantli. The Great Door, I should just say. And if we get extremely lucky and draw our other pieces, we can actually win next turn. So I probably want to do this now, right? Well, this doesn't trigger. And discard Rakdos Joins Up. Alright, so up against blue-black something or other. Okay. There's Duress. There's probably going to take their Abuelos. Yeah. If they know what is going on. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I could go temporary lockdown just to take out this berry. I don't think that's necessary, though. I'm just going to go founding. Well, maybe I should just draw first. Although that triggers this. That's a little awkward. I should probably do this on our opponent's turn. Yeah, okay. Do want to try to hit my land drops, but I guess it's just not going to happen. Try to prevent them from drawing as much as I can. Try to, of course, also draws cards, so. It's unfortunate. They could have Spell Pierce, I guess. Alright. Resolve. And we'll go for the berry. Look, that's going to resolve. Okay. Moment of truth to my hand, and I'm just going to pass here. Oh, okay. Too powerful. Alright. On to the next one. Alright, Abuelo Rakdos Joins Up combo. This hand is decent. We'll give it a shot. Got some plays on turn 2. Oh, I have a way to discard it. I'm going to look for a painless land with this. Oh, there it is. Okay. Keep that on top. And probably... Do we want to play the Archaeologist, the Prankster, the Chart Course? I think we want to do Prankster, not 100%. Just mills more cards and gives us a better shot at finding, or milling the, milling what we're looking to mill here. So I think I'm going to hold this up. Also can be nice to just hold up what looks like a counterspell. Okay, nothing here, just mono black, do nothings. There's no creatures to bounce, so I guess I'll just go for the moment of truth here. Okay, another chart course. And again, not sure what best play is. Chart course gets... I'm going to discard 1 here. There's no way... Well, there is a way if I... I'll go for Archaeologist here. Just thinking what the best chance of comboing next turn, or threatening to combo next turn, would be Archaeologist into the 2 pieces. Rakdos Joins Up. Oh, there is a Rakdos Joins Up. And Founding is pretty good. I think we'll go for that over this. Yeah. I think so. Just lines up better with our mana for next turn. Okay, so unless we draw like a... We have the Rakdos Joins Up there. I mean, it's got to be holding up a bunch of removal, would be my guess. Alright, there's Preacher. Drawing a Rakdos Joins Up. Not the greatest, but... okay, so now we can just go for the Founding here. Let's see, go for Colorless and Founding. And then... Looks like they have, like, cut down up here. Would be my guess. And then Chart Course. With the discard on the Metamorph. So now we can kind of threaten this combo. Let's see, we'll play out a Hidden Grotto. And there's a Founding. Another Founding. Do we want another Founding? Sure. That'll give us a chance at like flashing back some stuff. So ideally get them to kind of use their removal on something. So maybe just play the Picklock Prankster because we've got the pieces here. And we're really... Yeah, we'll play it out. Probably won't use the removal on it, but it's worth a shot. And what we're going to do next turn is go for it. I think. Because that will let us flash back the Abuelos again. No, yeah, they did use the cut down. Okay. I was planning on going for the Abuelos. Oh wow, they're tapping out. Okay. Never mind then. Well, they do get a draw. Just say no blocks here. Potentially can save a little bit more damage there, but that shouldn't matter at all because now we got infinite. And mill. And yeah, don't tap out against this deck. Doesn't matter. And return Rakdos Joins Up. And that returns the Metamorph. Copy. Keep the original. Yeah, let's put the damage first. Forget this. Keep the original. Put the damage first. Yep, target this. And that should do it. Alright, infinite damage. Be wary. On to the next one. Alright, Abuelo, Rakdos Joins Up, combo. On the draw, his hand looks okay. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Got a piece there. Let's maybe lead with the grotto. Just to see. Yep. Wow, it's nice that is in the graveyard now. My intuition was saying that one of those is on top of the deck, so I went for it. Okay. Looks like we're up maybe against mono white poison of some kind. So go for Founding. And cast Picklock Prankster. Looking for... Okay, we got our bounce spell, so that could be useful somewhat. Let's see, in terms of flashback, anything? Nothing right now, but we'll see what we hit. There's an Abuelos, but unfortunately we're a mana away from that actually doing anything. So... from that actually working is what I mean. So we can go temporary lockdown, take out these if we want to. Other option is just play a blocker. Play Chart the Course, put this in the grave. This is going to let us flashback something, so... I don't want to not necessarily do that, but... I also have a tap land to consider. I think... Well, this is going to draw him a bunch of cards as well. I think I'm just going to... Oh no, we don't have the white mana, do we? Alright, in that case... I think we'll just go Chart, of course. It's a tough call, but try to set up for the following turn. Another Founding is good, actually. Another Founding is good and should let us go off the following turn. Because that one will let us flash back the Abuelo. But yeah, a little awkward on the mana. I probably shouldn't have played the... Oh, that's okay. Interesting use of Get Lost. Alright. Poison. Okay, so I'm definitely playing this other Founding to try to go off next turn. What else do I do? I mean, I could again just like sweep the board and go slow. Would get rid of my... I think I'm gonna just go for this. I'm gonna go for this, and because I have the pieces. I'm gonna start on 2 and mill myself. Here, now we could go land into Prankster, just as I have a blocker, or hold this up. I like actually that idea. This kind of baits removal. I'll try this. So if he has another like Get Lost or something, would have incentivizes him to do that. Nope, it's another token. Okay. Alright, now let's just hope they tap out. Got a lot of cards in hand. This combination is pretty sweet. Draws a lot of cards. Okay, yeah, they are using removal. Sorcery speed. Okay, down to 18. And then a hive. Yep. Well, we drew one anyways. Okay. But I can cast this. And X is 0. Get back. Rakdos Joins Up. Yep. And that is going to return the Metamorph. Targets this. Keep the original. Put this in the back. Get back the Metamorph. That's, don't even need to do more than 18. So that's nice. Alright. Got there. On to the next one. Hello and welcome back to the wrap-up. Thanks for watching those games. Hope they were entertaining. This deck has still got some legs to it. So it seems I won most of the games I played. I was playing sort of in gold and not the super high ranks, but you know, it's such a powerful combo because it threatens to really just go off on turn 4 and go infinite damage on turn 4 for only 4 mana. So just the potential of that is pretty strong. You know, let me know in the comments how you might build this. There's different cards and different ways you could tweak it. This was what I came up with to adjust it to the new standard. You could even go up to 4 lockdowns if you wanted to. But all the cards, I think, played a decent role in helping me win all the games. So not sure I would change too much right now. And of course, you have to, you know, there's not much room for changing these pieces out, but potentially these pieces of the mana base could be tweaked. But let me know what your thoughts on the deck is, any updates you might change to it. And yeah, looking forward to Duskmourn coming out very soon. Stick to the channel. Going to have a bunch of new combo brews in standard for Duskmourn, so stick to the channel for that. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.